Welcome to Productive Joy with Dr. Christy, where fun meets action.
Hi, friends. Welcome to Productive Joy. So, you know how sometimes you know these people that just are light and life? Well, that is how I would describe Amos and Crystal Pierre. They were my guests this week, and they really are light and life. They are genuine and kind and funny and friendly and smart, really smart. They are our pastors. We have lots of teaching pastors at our church, and so Amos specifically is our executive pastor, and his wife Crystal serves in the Marriage Monday ministry. But they are just good people. Not only are they good people, but they are thoughtful at making the people around them better. And so today we had the opportunity. You're listening to this tomorrow, but today we had the opportunity to talk about how, you know what, productive joy is an inside job. And that means that it's something that we have to find from within. How often do we let circumstances steal our joy? I know I have been guilty of this. I don't think there's a person on the planet who hasn't been guilty of this. We all tend to forget that we have a lot more influence than we realize over how we choose to react to things. We frequently think, "Oh, okay, well, so and so made me mad or the situation upset me." But we're allowing that. Why? We don't have to, but we choose to sometimes. And I'm just here to encourage you today that you don't have to. That it's okay to say, "You know what? No. I'm going to turn this around. I am not going to let this circumstance stop me from being okay." So I know a few weeks back we talked about, my trainer that says just turn it around. When things get hard, you just physically turn around and continue doing what you were doing, and it will be just a little bit easier. I think this is the same thing. There is an opportunity for us to turn around and to rethink how we are experiencing life. And I think that's important. The other thing that they talked about that I thought was really powerful was holding up a mirror, both in your marriage and as a leader, recognizing that showing people how others see them and how they see themselves is a really important step towards becoming the best version of you. And I think we all want to be the best version of ourselves. Sometimes we get stuck in not being a really great version of us, but that doesn't mean we have to stay there. We actually have the power to wiggle our way out and to rethink the circumstances that we're in. So I really loved lots of their answers, but one of the biggest ones that I thought is worth mentioning is when you are trying to help others find their productive joy, when you are trying to evoke that, particularly in a business setting, work setting, or even a friend setting, staying curious is actually a really positive way to help others see their own joy. Meaning ask questions. Wait and don't assume anything, but instead allow people to be and show themselves so that you can then hold up that mirror and say, this is what others see when you see that. Everybody knows that person that just tends to see the glass half empty. I think that Amos referred to it as the Eeyore cloud, right? That kind of hangs over you. All of us have known an Eeyore or two in our lives. That's that poor little Winnie the Pooh character that's just kind of woe is me. You don't have to stay there. If you're feeling that right now, choose to look for something shiny. I know I talked to my producer a little bit about this, and Nian said, everything that you talk about is really positive. I'm like, yep, that's the point. And I'm going to keep it that way because I think that we see what we choose to see. And I know that the negative's out there, and I know that there is an awful lot of negativity in the world. And I don't want to contribute to that. I want to be that shot of B12, that positive space, that productive joy that others get to feel. So today and always, I'm really hopeful that you're finding those little things that have a big impact. But I'm reminding you again that it doesn't happen overnight. You have to practice. This is something you have to do over and over and over again, whether you feel like it or not. I know a few weeks back, we talked to Erin Port, and she talked about writing down the things that bring you joy for a whole week. and then making sure that there is something in every category that is important to you. And I think that's what I'm referring to here is that opportunity to say, you know what? Every day isn't good, but there's good in every day. So I'm going to find the good. I'm going to find the little thing, whatever that little thing is, and I'm going to choose to look at that instead of all the other stuff. So get the stuff out of the way today and focus on the good because I promise it's there. And even if it's super minor today, it will be bigger tomorrow, and you'll start to notice that above all else. As always, I want you to reach out to me and let me know what sorts of things you want in this podcast. Tell me all the things, and I will do my best to meet your needs because this is really about you, not me. I want it to be for you and give you that insight into how you might do things differently to get different results. And as always, I really hope that you are finding ways to turn fun into action.